So for today's video, I'm going to be making a special treat for my two boys for Valentine's Day. And I'm going to be making them strawberry Rice Krispie treats. So the product that I'm going to use to make them strawberry is this Dulcientes freeze-dried strawberry powder. And I bought this on Amazon. And this is just straight up freeze-dried strawberries. There's no other ingredients besides strawberries. And we made ice cream, which turned out super good. We made mochi pancakes yesterday, and that was good. That was more subtle. And I was reading, I think the baking, when you bake with it, you have to like use a little bit more, but it was really good. And I really love that you can get the really cute like pink color and flavor without using artificial ingredients or colors. Like, I'm really trying to stay away from red 40, you know. So this is a nice way to get that strawberry flavor naturally. Let's go down the ingredient list. I'm gonna be using 6 tablespoons of butter, 8 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, of course, and I just have that in here. I'm using 1 ounce of the strawberry powder, and that, I measured it with weight, like with a scale, but if you're just using a measuring cup, it's just slightly over a 1/4 cup of strawberry powder. And when you make your own, you know, it depends on the strawberry's ripeness. It could be sweeter, less sweet. So, you know, I think you can like taste test it before you mix all the cereal in to make sure you have the right amount of sweetness for your taste. We're gonna be using 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I always use this Costco one, and 16 ounces of marshmallows. So I'm gonna try using some of this one. It's the Jet Puffed Fruity Fun marshmallows. And I figure, I never used them before because you know you want your Rice Krispie treats to be white. So I always use the white ones. But since this is strawberry, I thought, well, maybe we could add a little bit, I don't know, fruity flavor to it. So this is what I'm talking about, right? This is like, you know, it has all the food colorings and all that stuff. We're just trying to be better. So we need 16 ounces. So this one's 10 ounces, this one's 12 ounces. So we're gonna just measure it out. Yeah, I'm also gonna be using these sprinkles. And these are just leftover from Christmas, but at least they're, you know, Valentine's Day themed. I have my 9 by 13 inch pan that I'm going to spray with some canola oil, just to, so it doesn't get sticky. And I'm just gonna leave this on the side. So let's go ahead and start. So I'm using a large pot because all the cereal is gonna go in here later also. And I'm melting down my 6 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just doing this on medium heat so I can watch it. So the butter is almost completely melted. I'm not gonna let it get too brown, but I do want it to brown just the tiniest bit, and then I'm gonna remove it from the heat. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then now we're gonna add in our strawberry powder. And kind of mix it in. Wow, look how strawberry that is. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm gonna add in our first bag of marshmallows. These are really good. I could probably eat these on its own. Who knew? And then half a bag of this one because this is 12 ounces. So 10 plus 6, you know. And then just keep stirring until these are all melted in. I'm actually gonna put it back on the heat. I think we need a little bit more heat. So I'm gonna set it on a a simmer, like a #2, and just melt these marshmallows. So if you have a choice of marshmallows, I would definitely get the mini ones for this, just because the bigger ones do take longer to melt and they just didn't have mini ones at the store. So at this point, you kind of want to test it or taste it and see if it's sweet enough for you. And yeah, just try the flavor. They are super strawberry, and like they taste like real strawberries, like not that artificial strawberry flavoring, like the marshmallow flavor. Okay, so that looks good. I'm gonna take it off the heat, and then we're gonna mix our cereal in. So gently fold it in and mix it well. And if you have any optional add-ins, you could do that right now too. Just like if you're doing chocolate though, you might want to wait a little bit more because it could still be too warm. And you don't want it to all melt. I was just talking to a friend the other day about making strawberry like cupcakes and desserts for kids. And because real strawberries are not like super red or like fake red, how the kids like just don't, they tend to not like trust it. Like this is like what I would think a strawberry flavored dessert would be. It's always like when you cook strawberries, it turns like a pinkish brown. I know, not as appealing to kids though. Hence why we're gonna use just a little bit of sprinkles on the top. Okay, that looks pretty well incorporated. I'm gonna get my glove and my non-stick cooking spray. So I just spray, maybe I'll do my other hand. That way the cereal doesn't get all stuck. Okay, so we're just gonna dump it out into our greased pan. And now with your greased glove, just try to flatten it out. I don't like to push it too hard. Like I don't want it to be completely flattened, just enough. I do like to have the edges pretty like filled in though. I don't know. That's just me. Now we'll do some sprinkles. I always, if I have a bag like this and I'm not gonna use it all, I always use the food saver and vacuum seal it. And these are just little sparkly ones. I like to use different, I guess, layers of textures when using sprinkles. It just makes it a little bit more fun. So now we're just gonna leave this on the side to cool, and then we'll go ahead and cut it. Okay, while we're waiting for that to cool, I'm going to go ahead and put away all my stuff. So the food saver is also awesome for stuff like this. Just make sure you cut it straight across. So you're just gonna put it so that opening is in this green area, and make sure you have enough space. I'm kind of cutting it close. And then just press seal before it gets all crunched up. Work for the marshmallows too. Okay, I had to switch to voiceover because it was just a little too noisy in our house. But the pan is cooled. It took about 30 minutes, and now we're gonna cut it. So I'm just gonna grease my serrated knife. Ideally, you could use a smaller one, but my other one is in the wash. So I'm just going to lightly rub that with some cooking spray, just so it doesn't get sticky. And we're just gonna cut it into, I guess, thirds. I'm just gonna turn it on the side, spray a little bit more of the cooking spray, and then I'm gonna cut it into fourths this way. So we're gonna have 12 pieces total. And now for the best part, the taste test. So I love the color and the consistency is really good and it tastes like real strawberries, so that's a win. So I'm just gonna pack these individually so I can give them to some friends. I actually want to turn this over so the smooth side is on the top, and then I may add like a sticker or something on it. So you just want to try to get all the air out as much as possible, and these should last for a few days after. So thanks for watching, and I hope you tried this recipe, and I'll see you next time.